Games. Oh yes, this is totally mince wrap.
Why doesn't Twitch ever implement autosave in the dashboard? Yeah, like I probably hit save before I changed the game title in it, but then like I hit save, then changed the game category, and then left. You know what I mean?
Swag Sands. Nice.
Anyway, yeah, that's the intro. My understanding is that that was the original final boss, but they retconned winning that fight. So now the new story is the result of losing what was the original final boss of the game when they reworked everything.
Long games. Anyways, the medic got a funny ambulance car taunt, soldier has a puppet, demoman has a steering wheel, I forgot the other taunts.
Nice. I mean, news cosmetics are always nice, but still, I don't know. Hard to get excited for it when we've been waiting for the heavy update for like ever, or like any like major actual like weapon additions, you know. But still, good to see TF2 is at least getting something, I guess. Let's go over here then. Is that aught I can assist you with, sir?
Long games.
The Enterprise you speak, Master
The
Garland's
trailer
ship,
for the
yes.
gnome steering wheel taunt shows him using the taunt on the cart, which makes it X100 funnier, and he drinks while doing so.
Nice. I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sought behead 5 years ago, clearly bound from the Karathos? What about it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak to Volchpor at the Fallen Spire. He was on duty the day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm sure what you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need Master Glarland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell the machinery is fiendishly complex. Done. You have search of Vertford, then well met, for you have found them. Indeed, we served well for many years since before the great snows came to Arthas. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final fight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Okay, that belt's better. Boop. 'Twas on the eve of Battle of Pertineo 9 to 5 years ago. I held the spire along that night, but the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I've ever seen splits the sky overhead. I can only watch in shock as it disappears over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it'd still be somewhere in the Karathos. The Astrogades and Observatory may have records which can help, but to obtain them you'll need to deal with the Asgarians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high horses have been long cornered with their own affairs above all else. When Dalmud descends, they took shelter beyond their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of our nations. Nevertheless, they may decide to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Instead of providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium, they may refuse you at first. I doubt they would accept aid freely offered.
Long games. I just saw the new cosmetic case and what it contains. Soldier is now a monkey confirmed.
Oh. Well, hold on. Isn't that like Halloween only cosmetics anyway? Again, I mean, even Halloween stuff's canon to TF2, isn't it?
Sadly.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, they deliberately make some of the more outrageous outfits Halloween only. Although, what's the difference between full moon and Halloween anyway? There are some cosmetics that are like full moon. Or is there a difference between what's available during Halloween and full moon? Because I know in the server config you have separate options for that. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House of Deridera, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Hollow Sea, as Idgar, may allow foreigners travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer for succor to strangers.
Actually, you can use it on full moon too. I think that just goes for all Halloween stuff.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know, because in the... Like, what's the actual difference when you run a server between full moon and Halloween, though? Because you have separate options for that. Oh my god, that outfit's ridiculous. Yeah, you'll probably get a better look if I actually zoom in on my character instead of the stat screen, but look. Samurai! I'm a tiny samurai. Ah! Oh, it doesn't even let me type at all. At the interface.
Long games. I think full moon is that your server only makes it Halloween when there's a full moon. Halloween just makes it permanent.
Well, no, because it's an override. Like, it's when I set it to full moon, the server treats it like a full moon all the time. If I set it to Halloween, the server treats it like Halloween all the time. That's how you turn on the Halloween cosmetics. In fact, come think of it, I think you need to manually tell your server when it's a full moon. I don't think it.
Weird.
I don't think I think Valve server just automatically changes the config option on full moon Halloween. I don't think the server automatically knows when it's Halloween or anything. Like, you have to tell it when it's Halloween. Helen, have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We've stretched thin as it is. And where in hell is that knight I sent on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use of you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the Watson for missing man. You'll know him by his uniform, the House of Jordan, as is mine.
Long games.
Yeah, over there.
Also, there is a Splinter cosmetic, a miscellaneous one.
Huh. Interesting. Oh. Oh, that was a bad idea. Run! Huh. I didn't realize what level everything was around here. Oh. Well. Just stay on the mount. Don't dismount. Ran well past the quest area, apparently.
Long games. Oh, and Scout has a cosmetic where there's a corpse of him riding his back, which is funny.
Oh. Alright. Hey, here we go. Things are my level around here. I shot way past my quest area. Wait, what? Yeah, I just ran past my quest area. There's level 46 mobs. Now I'm here though. I was distracted and ran past the quest. Yeah, well, I mean, technically I have this one on the side, but that's for like stuff I don't always click on. And I don't even have buttons assigned to this one. I can put my potions here, sprint. Oh. I might just start using my damage mitigation on actual quests now. You're dead. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Disciple, dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors were a mistake, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Farewell, friend.
Long games. I remembered the last new taunt. It just heavy has a punching bag with scout of an opposing team's face on it and it moves. Not really bad, just mad.
Ah, that makes sense, though. I mean, the scouts always stealing heavy sandwiches. So it is canonic that heavy and scout have the heavies and scouts of the opposing teams have a particular grudge against each other. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are proud people, behold to tradition, but does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the Astrogoods to entertain your request. However, understand this is ultimately their decision whether or not you may pursue their records. Pray proceed to the observatory and introduce yourself to Edameli. I better open the Chocobo path. Chocobo keeper, okay. There's my quest down there. Oh yeah, right, the music continues from where it left off. Like, I get on my chocobo mount at the end of the song. What level are my quests? 36. How long do I have for that? I think it's like 18. Oh, so like when both, God, when Sora comes out and when Black for Blood comes out. Got it. But I don't know which of those two things Chaos Core will do now, because Warrior really loves Kingdom Hearts. So now it's like, hey, let's do Smash, even though he was like kind of iffy on continuing to do Smash before, because he has probably has the least experience in Smash out of all of us. But now Sora's in Smash, like, I'm gonna main Sora now. So he's, yeah. Ah, gentlemen in core in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Ser Leduc be thinking? Is it true that we maintain malicious records which stretch back generations? However, because this information is used to chart government activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their bombastic lurking about. If you would persist in your inquiries, pray seek the audience with Chief Astigor Formlord up above.
Lonk Games. The Warpaint case is also very good job on Volvo part. There's really only one that's bad, and I'm glad it's properly placed on very low in the list.
Did Valve even make any of it? A lot of the stuff Valve pushes out these days seems to be community made anyway. Because then again, I guess Valve's still curating it, so I guess you could say Valve did a good job curating the stuff anyway. Where records fall in the wrong hands, it could change the course of war, which is rage for generations. To speak not some mere twat between southern nations. Our holy crusade, and we are attributes of hell and will.
Lonk Games. Well, Valve handpicks Warpaints, so
I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Falmar. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. In Corriga, you're honored us with your presence. The gentleman was just leaving. You must be the one who rescued House there tonight from those heretics. Tell us how I feel indebted to you. Yeah, I'm told that you seek an airship last seen in the Carolix 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the university years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also advise caution. Strongly advise caution. Snows can come quickly in Carolix. One moment you may feel as though you firm grasp in your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and then next you find yourself wholly unfamiliar situation and blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It'd be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not get into temptation and divine of your course. I was not aware you ate a house doing that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. You there, sir. I cannot help you, but overhear a conversation with the chief. There may be a way I can assist you, but I require that you perform me a favor in exchange. Associate of mine has returned his expedition to the cliffs east of the... He was adamant that he could contact his observers alone, despite the presence of Eldox in the vicinity. If we could seek out his altars and confirm he is well, it'd be great to comfort me. Those... What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn Birdman. I thought I could finish my work while Lux were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. That was all I could do is hide and hope they might leave again, but I froze too. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man from outside cannot be seen in company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Riding my mountainside. Alright, see ya. The arrogant fool returned, not long before you arrived, muttered about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face each day. But you're eager to locate your airship. I may surprise you that by saving you already aided. You've already aided in your own cause. House is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Darvin arrogance. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honored bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to Epzer's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Perchin for an official instruction to the other high houses. The word of House Durian carries tremendous weight in the Asgard. Did the captain conquest you with little trouble obtaining information from their high horses? You caused quite the stir in your short time here. First you slay two heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to other high house. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you have to 3 high houses. It's only fitting that you aid one final time. Would you agree? I mean, no, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skill, but a moment to complete. Not long after a ponderous skyfarer locks the ambush on the road due to the west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel in search of the robbery to bring back what you can find. Least you intend to perform only a cursory search. Bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchant will endear you to the house of not near further, improving the chances they'll indulge you your request for aid. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God bless, friend. It's all here, every last... Oh, but wait, the chest over there. Looks like it's been pillaged. Bloody hell, that's the personal property of Lord Fairless, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the locks appear to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Here, take me. A draconic rosary in possession of Lord France, yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Heretic is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitor immediately. Under the circumstances, I strongly advise against associating with House Hillenart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every to root out destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. You need not watch the sky so long, as House Durner holds the epzer. Should the Derwents come, the golden bell will sound, and all of Isgard shall hearken to its call. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Faust is no heretic. He is a godly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Aether for years prior to the calamity. You must go see Skyford Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of Eldwise, and he will know your friend for you. Now go. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? What other thing to say? Did you press load ahead not long ago, or some queer? Oh. I see, sir, has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not to be seen since calamity. You may seek freely here, friend. Speak here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become thrilled with dragons. Also, it matters little, I say at this point. Although the Draconic Rosary was not fond of my possession, it would still be considered by many to be proven my heresy. I must do the utmost to prove my innocence in the Inquisitors for their harbor, even slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the insurance of our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall... It's an airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one one in a better position to assist you. Lord Hess of the House reports comments to the garrison of the Camp Dragonhead. Present him the letter, and he'll surely be responsive to your needs. Responsive to your needs. Attitude. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you come here to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray, tell me why you come here. If there is any justice in the world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable, and yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter which you required assistance. What might that be? So the enterprise you speak was last seen above Gyarados before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. While Isgard did not participate in the Battle of Kartin, we were embroiled into our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I may inquire on behalf and share with my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded very courteous guest of House of Hortense. As you have doubtless realized by now, the High Horses of Isgard, House of Hortense included, are rather unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in research. However, that does not mean that there's no influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall send missives to the various representatives of Isgard, though I suspect that it would be much quicker and more efficient if you were to make the inquiries of your own. Lady Nin in the house would reside in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys company of travelers. There's also the Carver of the House, who can be found in Skyward Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to praise. Have you spoken to the chief Aster of House Durin yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Hortense. Do not concern yourself with House Desma. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return when... Why, hello, good sir. What's that, an airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely none of the house foreman does, for they do. I definitely know as well. The topic is on everyone's lips these days, and what will become of young Lord Mara shall say the allegations are long overdue. Given how many members of House Heritage have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Oh, chocolate. Grant me strength. There must be some way. Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord, I'd want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House into chaos right now. We must focus on compounding these charges and preserving our reputation. I gathered you've been busy since we last spoke. Lord Nissa was positively glowing, but if you think these endorsements cause for to disregard our policies, then you're solely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder each day. Why is it a short time since countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Isgard society? If Lord Husky wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that's his choice, but if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the state affairs. By your countenance, I tell you did not learn anything of use, nor did I. Fear seems the whole country is consumed by talk of heretics and high houses. We only hope that my sources of Isgard provide more apparent information. I had another personal request to make you. It concerns Lord Versa, of whom must have whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and the three knights head north to steal Vigil. The outpost is long ago overrun by Seraphin Horde. I'm not certain that he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to Steel Vigil. See if Lord Farncel's party requires assistance.
Hearing this without context is kinda weird, champ, if you ask me.
Oh, well, I mean, at the moment my main goal is to find an airship we need to take on enemy forces and investigate. And, unfortunately the people with the necessary information to help me find this airship are too busy with, you know, seeking out heretics or the traitors or whatever the hell, so I need to sort out their own internal political issues before they will help me find this goddamn airship. You know, that's the gist of it. It's not safe here, we must flee. And often, that's the general structure of quests here is, I have a thing I need, but to get what I need done, I need to do these, I need to do a bunch...
games. Traitor. You mean there's an imposter among us?
Well, in this case...
So sorry.
Well, in this case, it's more like everyone's getting falsely accused of being the imposter. Oh. But yeah, the town's just a really heavy... But I guess the gist of it is like, you know, there's a religion... The town is heavily religious, but there's also, but the counter... Or it's a religion against the dragons, but the dragons aren't generally just hostile anyway, so, you know, fair enough. But they kind of form this, like, somewhat religious society around them. Or at the very least, religious in tone. Because they speak to those who have gone to the side of the dragons as being heretics, you know. But, I don't know. The bottom line though is I need to do them, like, as is all the quests here, I need to do the people in town a bunch of favors before I get what I need done to move on to the next place, you know? That's the general structure of everything in this game. Done. Okay. Right now I'm helping. I heard the beast cry from yonder. The Lord Farncel is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you. Also, probably doesn't help that I'm pronouncing names wrong. I guarantee you I'm pronouncing like the names of everything wrong. Curse these fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. Well, maybe there is someone who's actually a traitor. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Helenar if we cannot even slay a single Avis? And Avis is the name of the dragons. We are fortunate that you've come along when you did, sir. House Helernet will remember your kindness. Apparently, once I get to the expansion content, the game is entirely voice acted. It's just the base game that isn't. I mean, there's some voice acting, but, you know, I guess they didn't have the budget to voice act the entire game yet, and they made this content, and there's too much stuff to go back and do it. It was foolish. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I hope that we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of Scalekin. Moreover, the House Helenar that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here held the slow decline of our house's once great name.
Well, I wondered why they switched to voice acting in the DLC. That's kinda like saying, oh, you don't want to read anymore. Buy our DLC.
Well, no, I mean, the expansion content is new content. It's just they could afford the voice actors at that point to voice act everything and not just the important cutscenes, you know? We must be brought... Plus, this game's really old, too. When the game first came out, not like voice acting wasn't as common. Or it wasn't as common for big budget games to be fully voice acted when this game first launched. It's just, as updates came out, gaming landscape around it's changed, and now the new content is up to the current standards where, like, just about everything's voice acted. We have been brought even now by disciples' accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my Protestants fall by deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence on my dying breath. Well, I guess I'll be going. I guess I'll be going to the emergency meeting soon. Now we'll teleport back to town. Yeah. Have you played a Final Fantasy game? Like any of them? Like, I know 7's the really popular one that's held on a pedestal. So to my understanding, it's kind of like Ocarina of Time, where there are elements of the game that haven't aged well, but the game just so highly praised that people like reject any criticism the game's aged at all. Not that the game is necessarily bad by today's standards still, it's just like Ocarina of Time. You know, the game's still good, but there's some elements that have a bit of rust on them that people tend to ignore. What did you find in the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. Oh wait, okay, what did you find in the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and the knights their lives. I have news for you as well. The witness of the final fight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Ferster at the Skyford Lodge not long ago. Upon learning this, the witness became understandably retained to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company as a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal of the Inquisitors. Dolomine has considered his investigation in the case. If we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Versil's name, and by association, yours. Level up! Ah, I see the key. Okay, so I'm associated with the guy they think is sus, so I have to make him. I have to have him declared not sus before I can proceed. Ah, I see. The key of providing Lord for his innocence is discrediting the evidence against them. I speak to the draconic rosary found in the chest you yourself received. You would please tell me that the incident is in question. Okay, so the reason why I think he's sus is because he had like a piece of jewelry that's associated with the dragons. So we have to prove that that association is false. So we found it in a locked chest labeled property of Lord Barner. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here we will do. Return to Sky for the locks and speak to Recommend. He works clearly with the porters who bury goods, so he may have some inkling as to who's responsible.
Log games. When you make a bad pun so bad that you killed a Discord server.
Oh. Well. Honestly, if you don't like bad puns, you're in the wrong place if you're on my Discord. Not that the opportunity for bad puns happens all the time, but I mean, come on. Oh. I think I... Oh, the Chocobo Keep I haven't talked to yet. I have my own Chocobo, so... I was gonna say though, if you're if you have any level of interest in this game at all, there is a free trial that you can play up to level 60. Which is basically the base game and the first expansion. Hey Lunar, thanks for the sub. Okay, recommend. Someone's tampering with shipments. Very strike me down. If all of them, I keep swearing this music's gonna break into Gangster's Paradise. Just gotta give you that vibe somewhat. Oh, anyway. Hey, someone's tampering with shipments. Very strike me down. If all of them rosaries found our people's possessions were planted. Hey, now don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a house elder man, though ain't through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what we're bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them work the trade routes, and I never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Hey, it could have been the fellas who were responsible for the Could it be the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Hey, as the Guardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them, as you'd ever turn their clokes. Reckon that means the porters are most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe we should question them. Their crew's coming to Camp Dragonhead from Winterbryn front this morn. You might consider having a word with them. Back to town. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconic rosaries and outside of shipments? What the nerve? If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Are we finished? If so, I'd appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the nights I were before concluded our inspection, I loaded the parcels of the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will, Lord. I have not been held accountable for this. It's the inspector. It's clearly the inspector. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard some shouting. Hey, but more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? 4 draconic rosaries in every search parcel bound for skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitor must acknowledge that there's no more than the crass intent to solely house his reputation. Whoever's responsible has overplayed his hand. And Price, how that he did, Lord Barstow's trial is upon us. And we must act now if we declare his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hedges were heretics. At least we could give the lie to this poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my word to Inquisitor Braid. Tell her the House Foreman asks, nay, demands that Lord Fritz's trial be postponed until the full investigation can be conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Hesse would have Inquisitors do what? But that's not possible. His Inquisitor gun presumes our Lord Fred's trial at Witchperks even as we speak. Fear not, Lord Fred. Indeed, Fred is indeed innocent. He shall walk the hens howls from the fellow heroes of Ishgard. No. You're gonna have to pull a Phoenix Wright on this one. They have taken Lord Fred to witch drop? This madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly and allow an innocent man to die. Don't. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to witch drop to forestall the proceedings until such time I am able to join my petition Isgwar Gullamy in person. I will endeavor not to keep waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Barstow alive. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the mood with the chocobo music because I'm not walking all the way there. Hail Delrum, as you see, Lord Marshall yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also prepare to defend ourselves. Lord Chairman First of the you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Isgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravenites, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you shall strike a blow to the enemies of Isgard. It's Holland to judge if you speak. Or on the judge if you speak the truth. Provide your innocence in the eyes of God and men. Leap off the cliff and entrust your fate to the fury. The righteous shall take their place in the holy hands, but the wreck shall receive drowned forms and put to the sword. Although if they were following game logic, you'd still survive with 1 health, because while there is fall damage in this game, you always survive. It never kills you. Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Harchman. My lord has uncovered evidence with suggestions the charges of Lord Parker are without merit. We hereby request the proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts can be conducted. Lord has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I will have allowed, but this would be dare interference in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See. I cannot. In the fire of the Inquisitors commit heresy, a crime for which needs but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Herser arrives. Delrum, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Go. The unyielding. Down. Oh, I cannot actually hit the dragon. You know what? I should probably take care of this damn healer, shouldn't I? Done. There. Evidence has been added to the court record. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Helenar. They have used you and your fellows to sow discourse, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. They're fearful of imagining of a desperate man. What proof do you have of this? Take that! But the fury of by the fury of the Draconic Rosary, then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the Waverin? The heretic, the ranks of the Temple Knights that have given your claims appear to have merit, Lord. I shall withdraw my charge against Lord Faircell. Proceed further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of which first brought you to Arsenal of Delrum. Pray locate your heir's ship and use it. Lord Hershey, I have no words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your own reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Esgar, and too devoid to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you would have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it takes to redeem House Helenar. Praise Helena, it did not come to that, but it profits us to little dwell on what might have been. Let's quit this place, Durham. Pray visit me at Dragonhead once you have been recuperated. God, my outfit. I need to unlock the appearance tab. Okay. Back to Dragonhead. Oh, you look well, Durham. May I say what pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless, skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Faircell would surely be dead defending the honor of his house. And I might as well perish at the hand of heretic and his wavering. House Fortune's House Hilton shall never forget your service. Now let us join the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with the knowledge of enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. How quickly comrades' opinions change. They say Lord Fierce is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring the whereabouts of the ship last seen in the Caerthos several days ago, before the calamity, yes? Well, it also happens that I was monitoring the night ship of the Observatory during the period. I recall that small vessel came in the duration of Garridance and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you may need an army of knights to have any hopes of securing it. Though Lord Hushit is from all incidents quite fond, so perhaps he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Oh, you've last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations, Jared. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has held by the dragons for years, and all access restricted by decree of the House of Durin. I will write a letter to Lord to request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear influence alone will not suffice, as I suggest to request Lord do the same. Now that your business at Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Dudrum. May Holland guide you. Sounds like a dungeon. Sounds like I'm gonna be doing a dungeon soon. Oh, god damn it. You get anything good out of those? Yeah, on the map it looks like I should be able to cut through there until I zoom in and see the wall. Anyway. Assume this leads me to a dungeon quest. This will be the first dungeon I end up doing without Pachyderm, so this will be interesting. Although, of course, Pachyderm is just a DPS, so... Same time, too, he's done everything before, so he can steer me in the right direction if I go stray. Now I just have to trust my game sense. I want to see again, Delaware, if there's anything I can do to repay your name. So the airship you seek is last in Stone Vigil. It seems, it shames me to say that it was once an outpost held by House Helgen, and the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravidian horde caught us unaware, and Fiends have held that outpost. The Fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Puritan instead has been charged with the duty, given that I doubt words will carry much weight with Lord. Nevertheless, I'll write you a letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Carvens would attempt to destroy the House Puritan have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor a great hatred towards us. Towards you now as well. The closest teleport's only like halfway there. Oh well. So I have much of a shortcut as I can. You desire an audience with Lord Jeremiah, do you? Ah, I desire a night in the warm bed of my wife. I desire a bed in the warm bed with my wife, but wishing would not make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lord and forces, is it? Likely. Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. Time cannot have been worse, traveler. Lord Jerem's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it's not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sarah Asper. Yes, Sarah Asper can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom now outside the yard. Oh. There we go. So, Burden bade you to speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better help, but I assure you that he isn't mistaken. Lord Jenna hasn't had time speaking with lower ranked knights such as I. However, he has always motioned to spare a head for Gurgen Astadin. Why not visit his infirmary upstairs and show your love to him? Are you a visitor to visit the page, sir? What is this? Letters of introduction from house. What documents are these? You need speak an escort. Pray proceeds to the barracks. Seek Sir Garzna. He should know Lord Jared's current whereabouts. God, this quest is just taking me all over the goddamn place. Okay, talk to the next. What's the reason for you barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durian as a whole is not hold adventurers in high regard. You'd best state your intentions quickly and essentially show proper respect and shall return. Circa permitted your passage? Very well, speak. You wish the brave a ruined outpost filled with skeleton and secure an airship that may or may not be there? Are you the avatar of Fury yourself? We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord. You know our name and you know our deeds. We've come to Korthas to slay Garden, Lady of the Vortex, to the end. We seek the Enterprise, the ship of Master Hadna Garden, who stands before you now. It stands before you now. Master Gorlin, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At a critical moment in Isgardian history, as the House of Marshals is forced to retake Stone Vigil, which will not appear in the white brim front, but 3 mysterious strangers. Midgard are missing and presumed dead since Calamity, and 2 Titans of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses have any duped eternal lives, but I shall hope the House Durna would be of greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your consulting, but for a moment I nearly believed this murmurous farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before the House Durna purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. If I don't, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Doan's trust, understood? Ezra is eyeing you with interest. You're the lad responsible for the commotion upstairs. Aye, word of travel is fast inwards. I gather you wish to charge Lord Dylan's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man many times here, is that when he listens and respects the opinions of those under his command, went over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. You ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls. No, it's decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we can prepare them steaks using mud puppy tails meat. Though it wouldn't be a quality meal, it's true, but it'd be damn straight better than nothing. If you mind to lead a hand, why not awaken the lurking mud puppy in Darfur Pass, and then take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens the mud puppies by clogging their morsel glands, drying their skin. All the way goddamn down there, and this town doesn't have a teleport, so I can't teleport back here immediately. Padding. Oh well. Not necessarily the fact that it's down there, just the fact that there's no teleport here, you know? It's like, you know, they give it the mountain, and suddenly the distance between everything's a lot larger. You don't really get anywhere faster, it just feels like it. Oh well. Whoa. Okay, it's not really that far, but still. I think my sense of scale's been thrown off. There. Come that way closer than I really needed to. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear, remind me never to wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this and this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? then these three and distribute them to the hungry knights here. Here there, don't think I don't see that you've cooked, that the cooks conspiring together to let me make this perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a stake, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Ah, yes, I feel engorged refreshed, as if the strength of 10 men wits, and I shall say no trouble conceiving a new reason to refrain from my sentry duty. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off and die. Let's cook a steak. Your Godspeed, my friend. Too few appreciate the house too much more. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working in the infirmary, so rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to but then she doubtlessly is so preoccupied with the health of the patients that she neglects to attend to her own. Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm busy attending this man. I'll be with you in a moment. Is that? I don't think it's been quite a while since the last day. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. I might have a word with you, Delaram. It concerns the Shurgans after speaking with them earlier. I learned that they lack sufficient ambulance for their needs, see? So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced albumic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memory, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I required to complete the device are cores from 3 ice spirits. They're commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures. There's a way to alter their properties to draw cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work.
Imnotpleb1344. Hey Cake, I'll text you when I get home. BCIMA, get on the SMP. Imnotpleb1344. BCRNIMA at school.
Alright, why are you messaging me? Why are you watching streams at school all this time? Well, I mean, maybe study all or your break or something. I guess there's ways you can do it, but... Yeah, I don't really know what you're doing right now. Still, I can't say you impressed the moderators with your talk of, whatever the hell you were doing. Oh, it's midnight in the universe. Have you tamed the cores? If so, please show them to me. Wow, amazing device. But is this truly an epzer? I've never seen it like this before. I am too unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as it claims, it could be a great boon to this infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder, where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts, wondrous and strange for his generosity, comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means as a yet to unknown end. Moreover, you shall be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of suspected heretics. They did what? Bless your Inquisitor for coming along. When you did, we also succumbed to temptation, profiting these unbelievers. Why does this man detest us so? It's all because we interrupted Lord Marcel's trial. Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can pursue Lord Dim to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Golem that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little less about the good Inquisitor despite him being such a prominent figure in Porthos. Perhaps we can learn more by speaking with the people of Windburn Front. Share your feelings with Alpern and Square. I'm sure you can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor, yeah, of course, I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came from Winterbin several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall the blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day. I figured as soon the night's watch Stronghold slept. We walked the walls to patrol the exterior in the darkness black as pitch. My route takes outside the Eastern Grand. Thinking the waveward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped to take terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later, in this very bed, where I lean and recapturing all my injuries ever since. Recuperate my injuries. Tried to rescue him, but the end Inquisitor rescued me and carried my unconscious body to the gates. I owe my life, sir. Hope to one day repay his kindness. Oh, you know, it must be in the other building that's below this one. God damn. Some things are just not... Some things the 2D map just does not help with. Inquisitor Guillemette, I haven't to the foggiest of whom you speak. Unbeliever, eh? Speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned your deeds of witch drop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you hatch against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Under Inquisitor Gum's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. You say he goes without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such holy righteous man to protect us. The Holy See has decreed the Inquisitors are archivers of Hallam's will. They are to be afforded every custodian and utmost respect. In case you haven't noticed, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but pay it no mind, as I hope we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we waste far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? Should be no surprise that he's held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more give you the testimony obtained, Dale. Mayhap they provide... Oh. He's working with the dragons. They're trying to keep us from getting the ship deliberately. Like it's the Inquisitor who's sus. Something troubles me about the Wanderer's Knight's accounts. He claimed he fell chasing the figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwest gate. Since we arrived at Winterfront, there's no travelers arrived by the eastern gate. Moreover, instead a glimpse of the silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. It was implied the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. but it cannot be so. That way lies not but a deep chasm. Assured it is misremembering the Inquisitor's behavior. That night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Perhaps retracing the steps we should shed light to this mystery. Wait. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the context of this in signal, I believe you just made the the acquaintance with the real Inquisitor, newly come to the murder the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, or even if we were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly down before he learns that his deception has been discovered. His lordship has already been turned against us. I fear that this insignal alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But we might persuade a man so quick to disregard his endorsement of two... But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsement of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to the respective opinion of the knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports their claims, yes, mayhaps that the only way they left us. Confront Sir Jowlet with the evidence he discovered, see if his help even helped him recall the truth of what happened that night. As a man of faith, he might find it difficult to cope with such horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. Oh, you have returned. Is there something you asked from me? The Inquisitor's impostor. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue. A Swiss survey. You would have me believe... Oh, that's a lie? If you're certain that your Lucas story is true, then go speak with Sir Merlin. She was the estate gate at that night. She helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never say against the man who saved my life. You, I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along, trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me a dreadful thing? I have night of it. Night of all. What, you doubt... Wait, do you doubt my words? Away with you. I suffer your slander no more. You slash doubt. You know, don't you? Fear had taken me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jackal gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. Oh, one of those driven abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, stalling to see the enemy. But when he came from the dark, was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I would never tell another. He said if I kept his confidence, Sir Jekyll and I would be spared, but if I defy him, everyone I love would suffer unimaginable horrors before they die. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward, his robes marked Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jekyll to the infirmary, and on his first night of the Winterburn, Inquisitor Gollum, I hailed as a hero. Soon after he came to the Acquisition, countless men and women of good moral standing ceased following possession of the Draconic Roses. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to die. I wanted to confess to Lord Durham wanted me to put an end to this madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and I said nothing until Lord Phallus was assured. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he had kept the Draconic Roses in the chest in southwest of Winterburn, so I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound to Skyford locks, as I had hoped they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Herod thus exterminating Lord Faust and casting doubt on the other recent trial, and then the entire truth. I swear, Helen, forgive me for not acting sooner. Whew. Why do you pester in this folly? I will not grant you 3 axes of stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries and where did you find this paper and sigil. Fury, take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friend, Delrum, and for that I deeply apologize. I will bring you to enter the outpost, but first, I must beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring the inferior impostor to justice. The thrice-demand heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell, take him to his Dervan allies. I am told he makes Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom you branded heretic. If we hurry, there might be still time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Delrum. Together let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once for all. Oh, that guy's a cute puppy dog. Hey. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Durham arrives, we are to confirm the Inquisitor. If you refuse to go quietly, we'll need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? You needn't tremble, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halland's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? But all the holy, I swear to you, I have never questioned the teaching of Halland's. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Durham, what's the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I need the heretic murder of Inquisitor Gollum and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Isgard and to your own heath and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you'll find your logic flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Gentleman, my conscience quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, come to say the same, for those hands are back with the blood of those which only sin was the question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak of me as an innocent, Isgard innocent. Ha, all are complicit in these crimes, and all live their lives in archvicious lies. But I know you will not hear me defiant of if you desire the retribution, Lord, then come, let us see Isgardian steel fares against Druvian fangs and claw. I am blessed with a power far beyond your kin. Come, my brothers, grant me the strength to smite our enemies. I am reborn. Stand your ground, 'tis but an illusion. My dragon stands before you, yet you still not flee? Your magic have no power over me, heretic. How quickly will this ad go down? Yeah, I need to take out the ad. Won't live very long with it. No, it cannot be. My glamour's dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they be your last. You may not recall that my inguards I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that yet you live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within stone will rigid your Aether, and when you are dead, white brim shall fall. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserve not better. Sure, I must apologize for involving you in the discord business. You shall never been asked to intervene in his guardian affairs of the state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. In the past, that you were reunited with your airship, but this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at Winterburn Front, and bring your associates. Sure, my character is like nodding or something, but you can't see it in the helmet that he's currently wearing. Now, Jesus Christ! There's always something keeping me from finishing this. Oh yeah, no teleporting that. God damn it. Yeah, I like the storyline in this place, but the lack of teleport is really obnoxious. Thankfully, though, the lack of teleport also means nothing's very far, but, you know, any amount of time is still more time to be able to teleport there instantly, you know? Where have you been, Delrum? Oh, the False Inquisitor's been slain. Has he? Yes. Well, his was a tale. Always like the end of feels like his always end in bloodshed. So if you overcome the latest of long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we've secured the Enterprise. Am I sure you will agree in his past time we entered the Stone Vigil? Pay Lord Dermount the visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow it anon. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Golemite, they will still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. We must understand, it seemed too much to hope that Scans of the Seven Dawn still live, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been much happier to be proven wrong. Well, it's gratifying to know that someone has driven a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It's the very least I can do, given all that you've done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. Speak of the Drevlins that have now hold the ruin. Yes, in part, yes, I should explain. Shortly after your first arrival, I had my men scour all the records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by a soldier garrison at the Stone Vigil in the days that followed the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascend, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give any reassurance that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruins have been served with dragon foothold and Caritas, from which they have struck out at us with dispersing regularity. Though we have pushed them back to the walls, we have yet been unable to drive them out. And I cannot say what the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord, but there's no guarantee that you will prevail in any event. We have no time to wait. We will secure our property without Asgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will first serenade the impending visit. May heaven guide you, Scions. That dragonfly is literally a tiny dragon. I think that's hilarious. Ah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's definitely not soloable. Alright, here we go. Oh. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, I did, kinda. Yeah, but Oh, at that point, I did kind of start rushing. But yeah, if all right. Yeah. Well, yeah, the main. Well, yeah, the main quest provide base armor. Well. Well, I've not done. Well, I've not done it before. Let me look here. I've not done it before. Let me look here. Where have you been? Busy drowning some sweat, young thing. It's been years since Mom's father laid rest here. Man, stubborn, the goat. Mom's right. There's no way it could have what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. Who might you be? Another another one of Leva's lackeys? Master Leva must have been distressed since learning your return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kid. And when you're outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like the others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be swayed. He looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Delrum? You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Mia has a man she can rely on. She's her father's daughter, a leader man, true warrior, and an abstinent woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. There's a why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her a good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever, stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. Have you listened to what I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I am anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When it's settled, there's no reason left for me to stay. I owe her old man to put an end to this, to give peace in Thaw's realm by making the bastard live would finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Darum, now. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. Why are you staring at me like that, Durham? Does something matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid there's no news regarding Alchin's movements. I remain confident that we will find them soon, though. So keep your blade sharp. I was wondering when he might come along. Don't frankly, I'm surprised Alice went so quietly. He thought. You really don't know, do you? Let's start at the beginning then. Alice, something of an enigma. He and I were two of the greatest gladiators ever, the grace of the blessed. But he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few more. See, the average Elden loves good while seeing him fight, and way better to make a gladiator spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome. So it came out that Alice was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme and untold portions. Well, you can imagine the shocking anger people felt. The gladiator was not only a friend exposed to fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities. And felt like, well, okay. So final.
Blue 9607. I'm here just to tell you you're stinky.
I'm alright then. I'm gonna report some of the auction house system on offense. Players can sell their items sold in a different city.
Lunar Lucifer is unavailable. But you're cool.
It's unavailable. Alright. Yeah, I kinda got stuck. I was doing the story quest in this game, but my progress halted because I need to do other quests to advance my class. Also, apparently all my trinkets suck. Okay, so where's the market board? Hold on. Just get a map. Okay, so one of the rooms that doesn't have a door that connects to the lower part of the city. Do the auction. Alright, so where's the map telling me to go? Right there. Have I attempted this one yet? Yeah, okay. Wait a minute, if I've... Why am I walking past all these Aether shards when I could just be taking one of them? None of these look like where I'm going. Great. There. Sheesh. There's the market board. Alright. Are they really both the same location? Oh, I mean, they're... a little different, but... See ya, sucker! I know they'll get up there. Or maybe I get in there. Ah, there we go. The main quests don't give you any jewelry, anything in the jewelry at all. If you do exclusively the main. Oh yeah, but for me personally, it was clear that I wasn't completely neglecting doing the class quest. Just, you know, I just hadn't done them in a while because, you know, you kind of have to go back and forth on. I don't know, at some point you just have to make a decision. This poison, is it? You've proved that Alucard's purchase is from the corpse bargain. Thank God you've done it. Quickly, we must show this official proceeding over to his execution at Heinbridge. Go now. Oh, they don't let me do that. Alright. How the fuck do I get down there, then? Oh, here we go. Karam send you to death for your crimes against the Sarkton. Have you any last, who are you and what do you want? Who are you and what do you want? These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, this Karam has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of God and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Durham. Tall scales have always yielded wealth above all else. I'll have it spend a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal. And you, what are you waiting for? Do it. Where did Aldous? Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least you didn't have to steal the headsman's axe. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devoted, perhaps you'll be willing to offer yourself in exchange. Mercy! Interfering with the law is a hideous crime. In fact, I believe it's punishable by death. I have a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it'll be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Mel and the others need you, Delrum. Leave him to me. Aldous! Aldous! You almost had me, Vlad. You Vlad. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Atlas, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you've ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Levelet. It's over. Like hell it is, I swear you'll never know peace, not in this life or the next. Levelet, no! You knew damn well neither of us will see Tal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. Oh! Right. Her fate nearby by chance. Oh, why not? The worst. I mean, that's what worst. I mean, the worst thing that happens is no one does it. Huh? Oh, this is that's gonna get me nowhere. I can probably sell old gear, can I? Duh. Merchant, 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 merchant. God damn multi-layer towns. Damn maps. No wait, why would the shop be up there? Oh, just in the building. Stop. Anyway, that should be enough to... I'm glad you were there, Delrin. Without you, I doubt we could ever defeat the Elkran. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You make perfect attraction, of course. You need a title that benefits your palace. Now that's all over. You'll be staying, won't you? No, Leavad may be dead, but the Alkar are far from finished. Better not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is true, a tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of all those lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in the distant lands. Now that I word, my dear, it's bad enough that the first swords have permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with their subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal of if she personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, madame. I know I'm known to have that effect on the fair sex. I should have let a ham's heads man have his way with you. That way you might learn. But am I supposed to remember the lesson? How am I supposed to remember that lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Mila. Don't ever change. Oh yes, there's one more thing I want to say before I go down. 7 years ago, before my last match of the bloodshed, I was given an offer, a son's ransom in exchange for a loss. Livoid begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and despite all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing, you know, right? Listen to your heart. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never leave you astray. Trust your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell. I better not wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's so much I want to. What seven hells are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you training right now? You think it takes this? Y'all think it takes bloodshed, the sword? No, it takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, an unbreakable will. Every man and woman deserves to become champion, but it's you and you alone who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gliders. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters? Describe your names in legend. I. Oh, it's only a technicality because I don't have a... It's one time at level 30. There, down. Perfect timing. I just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember you heard this from me first. The Saltmore and the Elite are sharing secret skills and training for paladins. Incredible, I know. Customers have an exclusive monopoly and instruction of paladin skills once upon a time. If you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts. And competition against the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who learned to swear the oath of fealty to Alden's stature, there's no more adventuring, no more dare doing, and no more Colosseum, just languished about this plate mail. That's why the news is so big. Now anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of the paladin. No memorizing the 55 commandments or swear oath or any other nonsense. This is a platinum opportunity to be one of the lucky adventure lifetime. Let it slip your fingers. Or else, okay. Oh god, why is the loading so? Okay, where am I going? Ember roll. I have that one. Do something I have chamber roll. I do not have this one, however. No. Oh, chamber roll. There we go. Yeah, I'm a member of the Swords Elite. All done, unless my instincts see me right, I carry about training the paladin. If so, name good sir.
Dylan, I'm fine name. I bid you welcome, salute noble, but your spire paladin hood, paladin swords, allegiance, paladin sword, shield, stature, paladin, and the people of the realms. Sell sword and gladiators and other of their ink with their blades for themselves. The paladins serve the greater good. You understand me? The battle arts the paladin learned held secret in nature and perfected the arts of the elite 600 years. I'll sword to protect salute the soldier and mounted guards. The glory has been buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year. We are in the shadow of what we once were. So, all because of one traitor, not because of the blood dishonor left by one who shall not be named. Because of him, we and folks seek help in the failed adventurers. Or first, let us know. Now, would be paladin serve. Oh god! There, finally, geez. Hopefully I don't have trouble teleporting anymore. So they do have a bit of invisible wall there. Oh wait, I might have wanted to have been up there. Way back around to a little roundabout. you are in this place searching for the undead, you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does it make the armor you wear or the status you claim. I'm just another aging free paladin. But you would be to heed my counsel. Stick to the shulkers and bind your spirit. Lift the visor that binds and find the true path of the paladin. Here, you'll be returning this to Captain, yes? Then give him this crystal. The way of the sword reminds me of a man I used to... My eyes may be old, but you see the truth well enough. Be a paladin, strong and true. Devote yourself to the way, become a beacon of light. Facing in a monster invests the ruins south of... Yes, indeed, prove that you're defeating undead. You have sworn your heart, and no doubt proven to prevail. Curse me, has made a mockery of the Christy bears indeed the soul of the paladin, but it is disgraced and pure. It was stolen from the Saltsworn. The man who gave you this soul is the very traitor whom I've been seeking all those many moons. He's an oathbreaker who had been need all done. Salute whose sword allegiance. How dare you give you counsel on honor on the paladin way? The soul polluted must be disposed of. What? When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may wear is the one which bestowed by Captain of Saltsworn. Perhaps eventually like yourself will find our rules nothing more than a nuisance, but... So... I have to reorganize all my goddamn buttons. Here. Alright, what might call this here since I think I made decent progress. I mean, my main quest is already up to 41, which means I only have 10 more levels to go. This made the office one day earlier in the week, so that means I actually have like a couple days before it's... Yeah, one more. But anyway. I'll just kind of get a break from this. I think everyone stopped in.